Would you believe me if I told you that this cake was keto friendly? Well, it is, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made it. Let's get cooking. I am so excited to make this cake, but before we get started, please remember to like this video if you enjoy it, comment on this video if you have any future video suggestions for me, and I'd like to thank the person who suggested this video. I am really glad I made this recipe. It tastes amazing. And please remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos just like this one. Let's get straight into that recipe now. The first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or roughly about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to add all of our dry ingredients into our bowl except for our monk fruit sweetener. We will use that a little bit later. So go ahead and add in your almond flour. Then you're going to add your baking powder, followed by your baking soda. Then add in your salt, followed by the heart and soul of this recipe, your pumpkin spice. Now, I like to use 2 tablespoons of pumpkin spice because I am a huge pumpkin spice fan. But if you don't like it that strong, you can take it to just 1 tablespoon. Or maybe if you like it super strong, do 3 tablespoons. It's up to you. Now add in some extra cinnamon. So for anyone who knows me knows how much I love cinnamon. So I'm putting a little extra in this recipe. If you're not too much of a fan of cinnamon, then you can leave it out, but come on. Cinnamon, it's honestly the best spice out there. I don't think I could live without it. Now we're gonna whisk it all together. Now put that to the side because we are going to add all of our wet ingredients into the mixture and we're gonna whisk it all up. So first you wanna add in your butter and then your monk fruit sweetener. So I know this is technically a dry ingredient, but you are supposed to put it in with the butter to really cream it all together. Now we're gonna mix it together on a medium speed. Now you're gonna pour in your avocado oil. Now, if you don't have avocado oil, you can use coconut oil in this recipe. It just has a little bit of a flavor to it, so it might alter the taste of your cake just a fraction, but it still works well. Just make sure you melt it before you add it into your mix. Now you're going to whisk that all together. Next, you're gonna crack in those eggs, then whisk it all together. The last thing you want to add in before we start adding in our dry ingredients is our vanilla extract. So go ahead and pour that in and then whisk it all together again. Now you're going to slowly add your dry mixture into your wet mixture while it's mixing. So I know this mix is really dry right now, but don't worry, it's gonna work out. Go ahead and add your pumpkin into your bowl and fold it through using a spatula. If you like, you can use canned pumpkin, but I prefer to make it myself. So if you want to see how to make it yourself, you can click the link in the description below and it'll take you to a video where you can see exactly how I make it. But do not blend it. You'll see in the video that I blend the pumpkin after I've baked it and everything. Don't do that. Just scrape it straight out of the butternut squash, put it into a jar because I like to have it a little chunkier in this recipe because it really helps form the structure of the cake a lot better. Now we're gonna prepare our pans. So I've already cut out some baking paper and I'm just lining the bottom of my pan with it. Then I'm going to take butter and just scrape it around the sides. This will prevent the cake from sticking to the pan. That's so important because you do not want to put in all of the work only for your cake to stick to the pan and then you're trying to dig it out and it's all crummy and you just basically waste all your time and your beautiful cake. Now, because I'm using 2 pans, I'm going to add half of my batter into one pan and half into the other. Now I'm going to throw it in the oven and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. It depends how hot your oven runs. If you want to be sure that your cake is done, you can use the toothpick method. So what you do is take a wooden toothpick or a wooden skewer, stick it in the middle of your cake, and if you take it out and there's batter all over it, then it's probably not done. Throw it in the oven for another 5 minutes. If you take the toothpick out and it's pretty clean, maybe a few crumbs on it, then it's all done, you're ready to take it out of the oven. Before we frost this cake, it has to be completely cooled down. I mean, absolutely, completely no heat coming from it, because even if there's the slightest bit of heat, it will melt the frosting, and you don't want a globby mess. That would be horrible. I mean, it would probably still taste really good, but it wouldn't look good, and we want it to taste good and look good. So please wait and let the cake cool down naturally. While my cake was cooling, I decided to make my frosting. So if you want to check out the recipe that I used, click the link in my description. I would show it here, but it does take a little bit of time to explain. So for the sake of saving time on this video, I thought I would just get you to click the link below. It really doesn't take that much time. It's about a 2-minute video. So make sure you check that out. And now I'm going to decorate my cake. The cake is done. It looks so good. I can't wait to dig in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please remember to like this video, comment on this video if you have any future video suggestions for me, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos just like this one. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. See you later.